Okay, go ahead and give your spill.
Hi, my name is Daryl Lanzon. I am the Vice Chairman for District 16, which is Spinard in Alaska. Last night, upon seeing what the State Central Committee had put out as far as the assignments for specific committees, I noticed that within my district we had multiple duplicates and multiple no attendees. We had duplicates on Constitution, we had duplicates on Crime and Judiciary, and had nobody on National Defense, Education, or Credentials. And as the Vice Chairman, I wanted to represent my district for Credentials because I believe it's an important committee, and they didn't really want to let me. And I went in there and I told them that my district isn't represented and that I'm an officer, ranking officer in my district, and that I have a right to be on this committee because all districts are supposed to be represented. And they didn't really want to let me. I persisted and tried to speak to them intelligently as long as I could. At one point they walked away and were doing some kind of talking, I believe at that point when they were calling security to try to remove me. I want to say that I'm a very passionate person, so at points during the video that I have that recorded the actual incident for 13 minutes, there was times when my passion was mistaken for aggression, I suppose. I don't see it that way. I didn't use any foul language whatsoever. I said I stood on the Constitution. I believe that I have been kind of shammed because my district isn't represented there, and all districts are supposed to. I also am aware of other districts that were absent on the same central committee, the Credentials Committee, and my belief is that they are trying to limit participation on that committee so that they can credential establishment people and not credential people that are part of the liberty movement and people that believe in equal rights and civil liberties and representing everybody in fair play. I also want to add that my district chairman was involved directly. Also, it happened in my district because he was on the Central Committee and he noticed the errors that had happened and what we had. We have a medical doctor, I believe she is, I know she knows medicine very well, that we wanted as a group her to represent us on health care, and she was put on rules. The chairman, his name is Kirk Wickersham, he was one of the people, along with myself, that was on Constitution, so we had duplicates. What he proceeded to do was move himself to rules and move Mona Farr, one of our delegates who was on rules, to healthcare. I don't know if he moved Jason Agri from healthcare, who was on it, to somewhere else or not, but we will determine that. I went there, like I said, to try to represent my district, and I was thrown out. At this point, they have kicked me off the property, and I am afraid to go over there because I really don't want to be arrested for trying to participate in what is supposed to be a amicable process where intelligent people represent themselves, and even if they have different views, they are allowed to represent themselves. That's what the founders wanted. They wanted us to be free people, and I believe that. And I really believe that the country that I was born in doesn't exist. They have stripped us of all of our individual rights, and people that try to stand up for it, like myself, I suppose that I am one of those potential domestic terrorists to them because I believe in the Constitution that in the committee I said, I am standing on firm ground because I'm standing on the Constitution of the United States of America. And I wish that people in power respected that and respected the individual. I really don't know what else to say. I can probably recall more things that happened. I believe someone's name was Bruce from the party. That was one of the people that was telling me to basically shut up more or less because I was speaking probably a little bit more like this because I have passion and I care about things. I'm not trying to be angry, I just care and I want to be able to do the right thing. I got involved in politics at the age of almost 42 directly rather than voting because I have seen the great republic that we are, the experiment that started many hundreds, 200 plus years ago, turn into nothing that any of our founders would recognize. They would not know this country. And they established an experiment like nothing ever happened before. And for at least a solid 100 years, we were doing well, and then the banks got involved. And it's been all downhill since. I want to thank you. I hope that the process is fair and completed and that I am reinstated and representing my district as I was duly elected at our convention in March. Thank you. In Liberty.